So it's now day 5 since dogs got back from the vets. We've had another delivery of lucky fish from Bangkok. So last night, 3 in the morning, Pen had to get up and drive over to a bus depot to pick up these boxes of fish. That's going to be our first job, getting all those fish in that pond. Just backing the car up a bit. This looks like they're all in bags in the box. Are they all right? I'm sure they're not happy in there, spending all night in there. Yeah, just get them in. So, as you can imagine, they're not looking very happy having been in these bags all night. They look like they're struggling, but hopefully they are all moving, so hopefully off to a good start. So the last lot of fish came on the plane. You know, they were here within an hour or two. It's like they've been on the bus overnight. When I heard they were coming on the bus, I thought, well, these people, they must know what they're doing. But no, they've just 5 big fish to a little bag overnight on a fucking bus. They're all dying for oxygen. So we've turned the water on, which will make some bubbles down here and will re-oxygenate that section of water quickest, and we're putting all the struggling ones in that oxygen bit. Operation re-oxygenate the fish has been, I think, a success. All the struggling ones, we're keeping them in this area here. About 90% of them are all right and they've swum off. And these ones here, they're still limping along, and hopefully they're going to pull through. We could have put these fish in here much earlier. They were here at 4 AM, but it's pitch black, so we thought we'd wait till we woke up and wait till we walked the dogs. If we'd have known they were struggling for oxygen, obviously we would have done it straight away. We don't want a load of dead fish on our hands. This was supposed to be a fun activity. It's not really, not quite so far. I guess it's my mistake for trusting that the people who had them shipped from Bangkok knew what they were doing. We got this one that's struggling a lot. We brought him over to, Pen's brought him over to the paddling pool to try and get as much oxygen water in him as possible. So you can see he's just about moving his gills. Out of all those, I think we lost 2 fish in the end. Those 2 we took over to the paddling pool, they just didn't make it. All the rest though look like they're having quite a good time. Well, that turned into a bit of a stressful morning. It's making me feel a bit unwell. Don't know if it's because I'm tired or stressed or hungry or what, but I had a bit of a bellyache the last day or 2. Maybe I've eaten something funny. Now that is one nice looking Hilux. Can hear one of the neighbours' dogs barking down there, so got to bark back. That's the rules. Like, you want them to bark if there's an intruder or something, but you don't want them to be barking at like your neighbours' dogs all the time, like in some barking match. So we found out that Bung Bung really loves milk. Where we got him from, we think his mum died, right?
Yeah.
So he never had anyone looking after him. That's why we have him here. Pen and her son went to visit this relative or something, and they saw Bung Bung was there. The other dogs that were there were looking like they didn't have enough to eat, so they thought, well, look, we better take this dog with us. Unlike Gorgie, he's been gorging himself on meat and milk and everything since the day he was born. Bung Bung wasn't so lucky. Gorgie will wolf down whatever you put in front of him. Food, milk, water, anything. But Bung Bung's the opposite. He's quite picky with his food. And we offer him water all the time, but he doesn't take it. So we're glad to have found that he really likes drinking milk, because that's one way we figure of getting liquid into him. So the 30-minute put the fish in the pond turned into a 2-hour saga, which put us a bit behind for today. Next job is finish cutting the grass. So while Pen's out, I'm going to get these mowers ready to go, get them fueled, started once so they're nice and warm. So Pen's back with a bit of breakfast, with apparently some chicken sandwiches, and this is what's inside it. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What is that?
Any sandwich, is it like wrapped into the sandwich?
Doggy's wolfing it down as usual. Anything you put in front of this dog, he'll eat it.
Ông Bang don't like sandwich. He loves sandwich.
I don't even know what that is. Butter and sugar. It's not a very good breakfast.
So I say chicken sandwich was all for now. We have so busy morning.
Pen's finishing up that last little bit there. It is a difficult job. It's tiring. You get that buzz in your hands like when you've been on a motorbike too long. You tired?
Done, yeah.
Sorted?
Yeah. With water.
Good. Yeah, I just had a drink of tea. It's a cold one.
Oh, cold now. Okay,
Get some. It's about nearly 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's pretty hot. We've been going all morning. I'm not sure how much energy I've got left in me really. Liquid break.
I think he'll bring you some banana.
Oh man. It's not all picking papayas and walking dogs. You say Kiet brought some bananas.
Yeah.
These ones, I guess. What are we going to do with them? Hilux looking cool as usual. Check out those tinted windows. Mega black all the way around. I'm having 3 little bananas. When I was at university, one of my flatmates was this Korean girl. For lunch, she used to eat 5 bananas. And not little bananas like this, big bloody bananas, 5 bananas for lunch. It's overcast today. That's how we're able to keep working. Normally stop about 10 o'clock because it gets too hot, 11 o'clock. But today we've just kept going right till 2 o'clock. I'm exhausted now. It's nice cold water. This isn't set up for the camera. This bottle of shampoo was there when I arrived on the farm. Up to town to get something to eat and a couple of things, and it looks like they got some kind of fun fair on. This fun fair is going to be on for a couple of weeks, and they're going to have a ladyboy competition. That's kind of her son's job, and one of his ladyboys is one of the entrants in the competition, so I think we'll be trying to come and have a look at that when it's on. I'm sure we'll find something nice to eat here anyway. Pen's found some spicy pork balls. I don't know what this drink is. Coconut. So it looks like blended coconut. Right, let's try this. Yeah, it's alright. It tastes like milk and coconut, I guess. All blended with ice. What do you think, Ken? Nice? It's nice and cold, this drink. I was so hot earlier, cooling me down. We're just getting a bit of chicken for us and the dogs. And a few chestnuts. Started chucking it down now though. We can't go out in that, we will be drenched in about 3 seconds. Just noticed everyone huddling in that tent over there. I'm sure some of them are getting pretty wet. So I couldn't see any break in the clouds at all. So I just made a dash for it. Got a bit wet, but I got the car and then went back and picked Pen up. Just want to get back home and give the dogs their chicken, stuff ourselves.